Hi, I'm Teresa Elling of The Peaceful Home. Welcome today to cleaning out the laundry room again. This time it's my cabinets full of my laundry detergents, soaps, and other cleaning products. And I'm going to really declutter and get rid of some things that I've been hanging on to for quite a while. A lot of times we have cleaners that we use once or twice, we don't really love them, but it's practically a full bottle. So what do? We hang on to these things and they begin to clutter up our space, and we have a hard time getting rid of those things. So today I'm really going to go for it and cut some things out. I'll show you my whole process. First, let's look at the before. This is what my cabinet looks like right now, and I'm going to stop filming and pull everything out so that I can start sorting. Here's everything out of the cabinet. I'm going to go through each thing one at a time, and I'm going to focus mainly on the things I'm getting rid of, and the things that are staying, I'll show you those when I have everything reorganized in the cupboards. So first thing is Tide to Go. I think I got it in my stocking one year and I've never used it. Borax. I've used borax before for making my own detergent and thought it was a really great alternative. But actually a lot of information has come out showing that it is toxic, and it's used a lot of times in kids' slime or that Play-Doh, and children have had their hands burned by it. So I'm going to get rid of that. And in fact, bleach. I'm kind of a bleach addict. I love using it in laundry. I love soaking things that I want to get a crisp white. But I have been reading so much about the dangers of bleach, not only it getting on your skin, but even inhaling it and the problems that it causes. And I had a friend in high school whose mother cleaned houses, and she combined bleach and pneumonia, and sadly she passed away. So I've known ever since then that there was something really dangerous about bleach, but I thought it was mainly if you mixed it with other cleansers. And so I've been using it by itself. But I think it's really time for me to phase it out of my cleaning. I've always kept a bottle right here handy, but I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to be replacing it with, instead of chlorine bleach, replacing it with oxygen bleach. And that would be an OxyClean or like this off-brand, and I'll talk some more about that later. Another OxyClean product is a pre-wash, which I love, and I have a refill. And that's replaced my spray and wash because I really love this product a lot. And this is almost empty, so that one's going. Glass cleaner that someone gave me that I don't even use. This is a new product for me. I've been using it. It's a paste that you rub on and it gets rid of hard water spots. It's great for cleaning your sink. It kind of replaces like an Ajax or a Comet, but it's non-toxic. And I really, I'm loving it so far. Carpet shampoo. We have a carpet shampooer that is amazing. I can't believe I went so many years without having one, but the one I have now gets a lot of use. And I want to get away also from toxic shampoos, and I'm going to use an alternative, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. White vinegar, we know, is a great alternative for cleaning products, for killing weeds, for deodorizing in the laundry. So the vinegar is a natural product, non-toxic, and that stays. I am still in process of finding a laundry detergent that is good for the environment, good for our family, and I haven't landed anywhere yet. In fact, if you have a laundry detergent that you use that is non-toxic, I would really appreciate you commenting below and letting me know what you would recommend, because this is something I'm still looking for. So I have to keep this until I have an alternative. I've got some Mrs. Meyer stuff. This was a laundry softener, fabric softener that I used for a while. It's almost empty, and I didn't love it, so I probably won't refill it. And in fact, I have some all-purpose Mrs. Meyer's, and I love the smell of it. But what I found out about this is that although it's plant-derived and fairly good for the environment, it has fragrances in it that are not specifically listed. And what I've read is that most of them are chemical fragrances and not good if you want a non-toxic home. So I have an alternative to this. This was, I think one of my kids accidentally bought this fabric softener instead of detergent, and so it's just sat in the cupboards. Again, what do you do with it? But now's the time. It's gonna go. Okay, this was an old standby using Lysol. I kind of replaced it with the Mrs. Meyer's, working my way up to more natural ingredients. But this is almost completely full, so I will probably donate it. And then here we have ammonia, the classic one that should never, ever, ever be mixed with bleach. And I've only used this twice in my life, and that was for extremely stubborn, baked on goo on oven shelves. And so I think I'm gonna put it in the garage just in case I have a need for it in the future, but it definitely would never be a part of my regular cleaning. I have these Burt's Bees natural soy wax melts, and they're for putting in the warmer, and they make your house smell great. And these are made with all natural ingredients. I think I was using my daughter's warmer for a while, and I don't have one, but I kind of forgot about these because they were shoved back in a corner. I think I will look into getting one of those because I love how these smell. I got rid of my Swiffer a long time ago, but still have these. And Shout Color Catcher I have never used. Method dryer sheets, I think someone gave them to me. I don't use them, I use the wool dryer balls. Sometimes I put a couple of drops of essential oil on those, and I like that much better. This is a product for repelling water on glass, and I'll have to look at the ingredients. I actually purchased it for a project, and I haven't used it before. More bleach. Leather wipes. Oh no, here's my leather cleaner. I still have it. I've hardly used it, but to be honest, using this spray leather cleaner and using just a regular soap, a damp cloth, I haven't noticed any difference. So this is made of all sorts of yucky stuff. So those are gonna go. And then Scotch Guard, that's for weather resistant boots, so I'll be hanging on to that. I keep rubbing alcohol in here mainly as a quick cleaning for my dry erase board, and we use it sometimes for disinfecting. We use it when the dogs get ticks on them, so I'll be hanging on to that. This Thieves Cleaner is one of the new ones I got that I'm going to be trying. I'm really excited about. And the last thing here is a tile and grout cleaner that I think I used once, and again, it's practically full, but it's taking up space in my cupboard, and it's gonna go as well. So I'm gonna clean up this mess, get things put back in the cupboard, and then we'll see how that looks. It just took me a few minutes to organize the items in my cupboard. One of the things I really like to use a lot, and you'll probably see from time to time, are Lazy Susans. They're just wonderful for being able to see what you have and access it easily. But this one was too large for my cupboard, so I didn't use it. As you can see, I've got a box that I put up on its side, and that's a little trick that I've used from time to time because it allows you to double your space and put smaller things down below. And these are the things that I'm keeping. I've got some of my essential oils here. Some are in another spot in the house. In the back are the OxyClean powder and stain remover. And those are the refills. So I don't mind putting those in the back. Normally I like, things not to be too crammed in there. I want to be able to see everything. But in this case, those are refills and I know that they're there. I want to point out a couple of the products that I either have used for a long time and really love, or that I'm new to using. One of these is Castile soap, and this is a plant-based soap. It's not made with lye, so it is vegan and fair trade, and it has some really, you can just look it up. Dr. Bronner's is probably the most famous brand. And I normally keep this under the sink, but I'm going to get another bottle to keep in here because it's going to replace what goes in my mop and my carpet shampooer. And I was able to put my thieves cleaner in a glass bottle, and I am trying to get away from plastic whenever possible and use things that don't need plastic or are one-use items. And so I'm able to use the refill for this. It's very economical, and just make sure to clearly label what you have. Another option is that you can use decorative tape and put it around if you want to, at a glance, be able to see the difference between your cleaners, what's in your bottles. And I really like these glass bottles. I've been using them for a while. I've had stain remover up in my closet that I refill, and I got these from Amazon. I'll link that below in case you're interested. I really like these bottles. And so I also have my OxyClean for my bleach alternative, and I'm going to start using that solely and see how it does with my laundry. And some of the essential oils that I've mentioned already, Thieves, Purification by Young Living is my absolute favorite. I love, this is my favorite in the dryer, on the wool dryer balls. I also like anything citrus, so I have some grapefruit and orange and lemon. I love those ones too. This one, my good friend Vicki Blair from Glory Luxe, she's local. She makes the most amazing products, bath bombs and skincare that is all natural. And she has this essential oil blend called Bliss that I love. And I've actually never looked at her website because she is local, so I just go straight to her shop. But I'll see if I can find that and link that below too, in case you're interested. She has some amazing products. This is not a sponsored post at all, but I also wanted to show you guys the e-cloth. So this is my rag bin. I've been using e-cloth for years. If you have heard of Norwex, it's very similar. In fact, they are the only two brands on the market that I'm aware of that can guarantee 99.9% of bacteria killed with water only. So it's the structure of the e-cloth that enables it to pick up germs and lock them in and not transfer them. I don't really understand the science of it, but I love these cloths so much. I can't even tell you. If I could have a sponsored post, it would be for e-cloth. These are the newer ones. They have a little scrubby corner on them. And this is one of my really old ones. I probably had this one for maybe 8 years. It's a little stained, but they just work so incredibly well. These are not your typical microfiber cloth. They are very different. They are a little bit more expensive, but e-cloth is an independent company, and you can get those on Amazon as well. I'll link that below for you. The window cleaning cloth, this I just purchased because I've had mine probably 6 or 7 years, and I honestly wanted a separate set now that we have a 2-story house, so I can keep a set upstairs and one down. So it's a microfiber cloth, and any of them will work with water for your windows, but then you dry with their window cloth, and this thing is like a miracle. You will not have streaks or smudges. It's better than even newspaper and vinegar. And so I use this on my mirrors as well. I will wipe down with water and then dry with this cloth, and you just get a beautiful finish. I also got an e-cloth with, I think it's very similar to the window cloth. It's called a polishing cloth. And I have an electric stove that's the flat stove top. And I bought it thinking that it would be so easy to clean without having to remove the grates and get all in there. It's just one surface. But I have had such a difficult time. I have used razor blades and scoured it and special cleaners. And so far, this is the best thing I've found. I clean it with a good amount of soap and the e-cloth, and then I wipe it clean with the window or the polishing cloth, and it just makes a huge difference. So sorry for the mini ad, but I really do love these products, or I wouldn't share them with you. I would encourage you, I just found a site, EWG, I believe, Environmental Working Group, and it's new to me. I believe it's a nonprofit. You go onto the website and you can actually put in a brand of detergent or cleaner or cosmetics, and it will give it a rating, A, B, C, D, F. It will also individually rate the ingredients in that product so that you know what you're putting on your skin and putting in your home. And like I said, I'm new to this. My daughter read once, we don't need a few people doing this perfectly. We need many people doing it imperfectly. And that is certainly me in trying to be sustainable and minimalistic and non-toxic. These are all new things for me, but I'm trying just a little bit at a time. So if you have already been on your journey for quite a while, I really would love to hear what kind of products you use. Please comment below and let me know. And if Peaceful Home seems like a channel you would enjoy, please subscribe. I upload a video every Friday. Thanks so much for joining me today.